reasons that an order will issue in the following terms. 1. The application is urgent and the ordinary forms and service provided for in the Uniform Rules of Court are dispensed with. 2. Pending the final determination of Part B, the first respondent is interdicted from taking any further steps to give effect to the nolli prosequi certificates of 21 November 2022 and 6 June 2022, and the summonses issued by the Registrar on the 15th and 21st of December 2022 require that. Court will adjourn.
So, President of the Republic of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa, welcomes the South Gauteng High Court decision to interdict the private prosecutor brought against him by former President Jacob Zuma. Last week, we all get to see inside the court how the two team of legal representatives of the two presidents have to agree on these matters. Former President of the Republic of South Africa, President Jacob Zuma, had to accuse President Ramaphosa for not protecting him against this private prosecution. Now, President Ramaphosa on his side, he have to come and try to defend himself. But in all this, the question is to know, what do South Africa people have to benefit from all this? What do South Africa people will benefit from this when we're still having serious problems that the country is facing right now as a crisis? As you get to see in the video, today was the day when the court is supposed to give its final decision about this matter, because the day which the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, is supposed to be appearing inside the court was on the 19th of January. Now, the court have to come and trench about this problem, which don't seem to be the final decision, because the courts, they have really to decide whether the president will appear inside the court or not. But since it was an agent application which the President of the Republic had brought to the court have to come also with a quick reaction or decision about it. Because remember, on the 19th of January is not far, I believe it is somewhere this week. President Ramaphosa have welcomed this decision of the judge because it works in his advantage, isn't it? What about on the other side of the board, in Jacob Zuma Foundation, which have come forward and bring all these allegations against the President of the Republic? You know, because they have to come up with a plan. And if this plan does not work, which means they're having a plan B to execute. What would be this plan B? Before we get to discuss more about this plan B that Jacob Zuma and his foundation are preparing against President Ramaphosa, I want you guys to pay close attention to listen to what the representative of Jacob Zuma Foundation have to say after the court have bring out this decision.
Indeed, we are not happy with this. It doesn't look like justice has been served. But the bottom line, though, is that President Ramaphosa continues to be a charged person. The date of 19th September, or whether case management or whatever, will be discussed. But all of that simply means that the case still stands and continues to be a charged person. And the case continues. We'll see how it develops.
When you get to listen to this message, you will understand that this game is not over yet. The battle between President Ramaphosa and Jacob Zuma is not over yet. You just heard how he speak. President Ramaphosa remained charged with all the allegations which was brought against him. So it's not over yet. That simply means to say that there is a plan B, which the Jacob Zuma Foundation will have to execute anytime soon, because their wish is to see President Ramaphosa appearing inside the court. For what reason? We're going to find out. And this is happening when the country is going through the crisis of the ESCOM and the load shedding, the electricity price increasing, the country is down, and we get to see all this battle. Because obviously, Jacob Zuma would see President Ramaphosa going down. President Ramaphosa don't want to go down because he needs also to protect his leadership so that he will be able to represent himself in the upcoming election in 2024. Because if President Ramaphosa have to appear inside the court, as I told you last week in one of our videos, that if President Ramaphosa have to appear inside the court, the step aside policies of the ANC, it will have to be automatically applied on him as well. And once that happens, which means the ANC will have to choose or have another new president. Obviously, since the ANC always have the president and his deputy president, Paul Mashatile will have to take over because he's the one who's been elected recently in the 55th ANC Congress. And the President Ramaphosa will have to step aside because he has some allegations against him, and these allegations comes from the ANC member. The time they're supposed to be protecting each other. So Zuma felt like President Ramaphosa did not protect him the way he should have protected him as a former president. Therefore, Zuma is coming to destroy Ramaphosa from the inside ANC. And especially now that the President Ramaphosa have get that second mandate from the ANC delegates, they had to vote him again as the president of the ANC instead of Zweli Mkhize. That have even motivated each and every person did not want to see President Ramaphosa coming back, for them to take this advantage and destroy him. On other side, we are having a president of republic who don't want to give. Last week, they asked him a question about these things of him appearing inside the court against former President Jacob Zuma. He said that there's not much I can do. From now, let's do it the way they want to do. If they want us to fight inside the court, we're going to go and fight inside the court. So he's also more determined to fight Jacob Zuma inside the court. And now that the court is working in his advantage, you see how he's so excited because he managed at least to grab that first victory against the former President Jacob Zuma, because the President Ramaphosa is not going to appear inside the court anytime soon. So this matter have to be judged again somewhere. They have to decide and determine to see whether it is a good idea for President Ramaphosa to appear inside the court or not. On the other side, we are having also a Jacob Zuma Foundation, which they don't want to let go of it. Now, you guys you are busy talking about the renewal of the ANC, with all this information in your mind, how are you going to renew the ANC while it's still divided within themselves? How are you going to fix this kind of the ANC while the high-profile officers of the ANC are doing this? When the country is down, the load shedding is killing all the business. Companies are busy closing. So obviously, we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Because when we get to listen to Jacob Zuma, they have a plan B in order for them to destroy President Ramaphosa. Will President Ramaphosa be able to resist all these plans against him? That is just a question we're leaving to you. But let's talk about these things of load shedding and ESCOM, electricity, price getting increasing. You know, I come across this video which I would like to share with you. And I feel like this lady here have raised a point. But before I get to comment much about it, let's have first to listen to this lady, what she have to say about this. Because all we get to see, because of the failure of the ESCOM on the load shedding and they getting the courage to increase the prices, it had really revolt many people. Legal actions are being taken, march are being organized. There's a lot of things And some people, they still don't understand how these ESCOM electricity prices can be affecting them in one way or another way. But listen to this, this lady, what she had to say.
South Africa, you're doing that thing again where you keep quiet when you're being abused. You're doing that thing again of Stockholm Syndrome. We have now got load shedding, and now they have increased electricity prices. I don't know why you're quiet. I don't know why you're quiet, because when it hits you, when the electricity price hikes hits you, you're not going to be able to afford it. So why are you quiet now?
You just heard her. Very clear and very loud. And what I take from my message is to say that South Africans, they are being taken for granted. Yes. Because people are raising up today to march. People are sending this kind of message, asking people to know their rights and try to stand on their feet. These are the messages that have been sent out there by many leaders, whether it is in the political parties, whether it is in the civil societies, whether it is in the different organizations. But no one never take this serious. Because if people were trying to take this kind of message serious before, perhaps things were not going to be at this point. If things managed to get at this point, it's because when people are supposed to open their eyes, they were not doing so. Instead, they were busy distracting themselves with other entertainment, with other activities, forgetting that what is happening today is going to affect them as soon as possible. Now that this message is up, let's wait and see how people will get to respond to this marching. Let's get and see on how these legal activities that they are planning towards the ESCOM, if it will work. But what is hating me about all this is for the fact that when this is happening, when people are crying like this, when people are complaining like this, there are some people out there, they don't even care. Perhaps maybe it does not affect them. You know, when you have money, no matter what price they can give you, you'll take. And it's not going to affect you. So this thing is still going to affect people who can't even afford to buy the grocery in their house. Because when the ESCOM is keeping on increasing the price of electricity, guys, we're talking about 47 million of South Africans who are still depending on social grant. And this social grant is not even that enough for you to buy everything you need in your house. The basic things, I mean. This social grant, there's still some people who are still getting 350. What can you do with 350? You get to understand that this is something affecting people who are suffering out there. Because when they are not paying you enough social grant, and then they increase the electricity prices, you know what will happen? Let me give an easy example. People who are living in shacks, they're never gonna buy electricity. Even if they have meters, they'll go ahead and do whatsoever they call nyoka. They'll connect and steal in the fraudulent way the electricity. And this load is going to affect ESCOM. Once it affecting ESCOM, ESCOM will like to take it out on people who are living in suburb. When these things affect people who are living in suburb, their business also is going to go down. Because it won't make sense for you to be spending a lot of money on the electricity on the place of your work. At the same time, you have to spend another money at your place where you live. Well, guys, I hope a good solution will come up soon, because we get to see the president, he cancel his trip so that he can be able to solve this problem of ESCOM. But the question is still to know again. Last year, we saw Mr. President, he did cancel a trip to London, if I'm not mistaken, so that he will be able to solve the problem of ESCOM. Did he manage to do so? That's just a question. And now that he have to cancel another trip, will he be able to solve out this problem again? Let's wait and see. We wish him all the best, because this will be a very good news, and the points will be for him to succeed to solve this problem, so that people of South Africa will be able to trust him again. But on the other side of the world, guys, a tiger is on run. A tiger who's supposed to be somewhere in the zoo, but she's on a run because she get a place to escape some fence which was broken, and she fled from them. Now this tiger, she's on loose. She's already attacked 2 dogs and 1 person. Do you know how dangerous is that? Do you know how dangerous is that? Especially for people in the south of Joburg. Guys, the police and the government, law enforcement, they have to try to do the best to enter this lost tiger, so that they can find her and try to stabilize her and put her on the right place. In this video, listen to the report of the police if they manage to catch this tiger or not. Obviously, this tiger, she's still on the run, according to the police report. Now the question is to know, for how long will them have to continue with this search? How long will them continue to answer this tiger? Because right now she's a very big danger, guys. This is it. It is happening in the real life, not in the wild, the commentary. In the real life, this tiger can surprise anyone. And right now we don't know which area this tiger can be. So the only things we can do right now is to remain alert, follow all the measurements that the law enforcement they have placed so far. 1, if you get to see this tiger, don't comfort the tiger. Don't try to go and try to face the tiger. Instead, try to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your children, and call the police. And I just hope that this time the police will be on alert and be ready with a specialist team to respond whenever a call comes in about this tiger, because it is very dangerous, guys. So let's wait and see what will happen. But I just hope they can find this tiger, because if it remains on loose, we don't have any guarantee at all that will show that this tiger still free out. Will be arrested, or this tiger should be somewhere where people are not going to be. So let us just remain alert, and hopefully God will do something about it so that this tiger can be fine. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video until now. My name is Dopsy Nyembe, and I'm here to bring you all the trendings of the day, do the analytics and the commentary at the same time. So if you find anything beneficial to you in this video, please don't hesitate to give us your thumbs up. We really do appreciate, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Thank you so much for now. Continue to be yourself. Be good, be kind. Have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon. Ciao, ciao.